If you are following along, you are going to be met with our dashboard. Now, at the very top of the dashboard, we have 4 different categories of areas that we are going to focus on. Now, this comes from our book, Our Best Workflow Secrets. This is a real estate agent's guide to success, even in a changing market. And my business partner, Mark, and I wrote this book. And essentially what I did is I took all 3 decades of his frameworks, his teaching, and his concepts that he has shared with real estate agents to help them build out successful businesses using systems and automations. And I boiled it down into a book and I shared it with Mark. Mark and I worked together to write and build out additional infrastructure. Inside of it, it's a it's a key to success for you. So it's available on Amazon if you're interested in it. But we took a framework out of this and I applied it to the building of the Systems Accelerator Manager. And that is done through what I call the core score. So at the very top, you're going to see our core score, and it divides our resource generation into these 4 categories. The first one is conversions. And this is all about lead management. How many lead managing assets do we have to help bring leads into our business? After that, we've got operations, which is all about your business operations. Then we have retentions, which is all about retaining your past clients. How do we build out things that are going to help keep them in our ecosystem? And then experiences actually kind of interweave in between all 3 of those. And we have those to create that world-class client experience. It's another concept we share about in this book. So when you're looking at your core score, you want to balance these out. You might notice mine aren't super balanced. I have 50 in my conversions and I only have 7 in my experiences. Now, you could argue you probably need to cast a pretty wide net in your specific niche of real estate, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But perhaps I need to spend a little bit more time looking at my operations, my retentions, and my experiences now that I have several different pieces on the conversion side. After that, right under it, you can see the total number of generations that I have created. And essentially, I'm just taking that core score, I'm adding them all together, and you can see that right there. Now, next to that, you're going to see the quests available as well as quest elements. Now, a little bit of backstory. When I was a kiddo, I played this video game called RuneScape. And inside RuneScape, there was a system called quests. Now, these quests allow you to learn a little bit more about the game map, or mechanics inside of the game. And I really like this concept. When I was building out SAM, I realized one of the fundamental flaws of real estate school is that we learn all about the real estate processes, but we don't get a hands-on opportunity to look at how to build our businesses. And then they send us out into the world and we essentially become our own business owners, right? And so I thought to myself, how can I help you as the real estate agents build out your core business infrastructure? That's where quests came along. So each of these quests, there's 9 of them currently as of April at 2024, the very end of April. And inside of these, you have lots of different elements. We'll dive into that in just a little bit, but I wanted to kind of briefly explain where this concept came from because I think it's pretty whimsical. Now, under those, you're going to see the total number of words generated. If, like I said, you're struggling with time, you can start to chip away at this time obligation that you have in little 3-minute sections. Now, I like to explain, if you were to spend 3 minutes writing an email and you had to write that email 10 times a day, by the end of the year, with the compound effect, that's going to be over an entire work week for just that one email that took 3 minutes to write that you had to write again and again and again. So we can look at the number of words that we've generated inside of SAM. After that, we can look at the total time we have spent in the system creating all of these different resources. Then, if you're curious to compare that, I've spent about 3 hours inside of SAM working, and that time inside of SAM has saved me over 350 hours of work time. Now, Cody, how do you figure that out? Well, what we've done is we've taken the average writing speed and we've applied that to this concept for words generated. An individual typically is able to type at about 40 to 50 words per minute. But when you're thinking about what you write, it actually gets skewed down to about 8 words per minute to about 11 words per minute. So that's where we start. But if for some reason you wanted to look at your work time savings and you actually wanted to build it custom to you, you can actually click on this and you can start based on a pre-generated topic. You can start writing, and essentially it's going to speed check you. And then the system can customize those totals to you specifically. So that's what I've done. Turns out I write at about 14 or 16 rather words per minute. And so now it's factoring 16 words per minute to show you guys that overall time saving. So this is the dashboards of the Systems Accelerator, but